want you to think about what happens to get you softer into that feminine energy and into the flow. And I really want you to, I said thought, but maybe you feel, maybe you see, maybe you hear, we kind of all imagine things differently. And so I want you to close your eyes and tap in to whatever it is and get really present. Introducing The Vixen Voice, a podcast for ambitious women entrepreneurs ready to move into their feminine essence, live their truth, and unlock their full potential. I'm your host, April Roberts, and each week I'll be interviewing inspiring women who decided to take a leap of faith to pursue their dream. Women who believe that they were born for something bigger. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Vixen Voice. Today was a recording day, and I love sharing my solo episodes till the end of the day because I'm very retrospective at that moment. I've had 3-4 amazing conversations with multiple amazing women by this time of day. I'm a little tired. And so I try to always be real with y'all, but I'm probably a little more real in these solo episodes because it's just me. I don't have to worry about someone else and their experience, a guest or a panel member. And like I said, I'm very introspective this time of day and a little bit tired. And my sister always teases me that she likes me better when I'm tired or not feeling too well, which luckily doesn't happen too much anymore. And I think it's because I just get a little softer. Right? I get it. So I want you to think about what happens to get you softer into that feminine energy and into the flow. And I really want you to, I said thought, but maybe you feel, maybe you see, maybe you hear, we kind of all imagine things differently. And so I want you to close your eyes and tap in to whatever it is and get really present. And I just want to say, as I'm doing this exercise, I'm recording this in December. It's coming out December 19th, right in the midst of the chaos of the holidays, the year end, wrapping up your business for the year, planning everything for your family, planning for the new year. Like we're kind of pulled in a lot of directions this time of year, but if you're finding this episode later, another time in the year or years later, I know I often sign on new clients and they go listen to all the episodes, which I love. Makes my job coaching easier, but hopefully they get benefit. So anyway, whenever you're listening to it, it's still an evergreen message, right? I wanted it to land right in the middle of the holidays to begin with because it's an important message, but it's really an important message anytime you feel yourself pulled in a lot of directions, like there aren't enough hours in the day, like you don't know how you possibly can get everything done. And, I say this coming from a place of someone who's very intentional with my time, very intentional with my calendar, and in full control that my choices design my life. Like I fully understand that, and I hope you do too. I'd love to hear from you because the ultimate freedom is understanding that everything is a choice. But I am a high achiever. I like to bring high value to my listeners, my clients, my teammates, people in my family. I hold myself to high standards. So sometimes my choices lead me to these weeks where I am pulled in many directions. And I'm having one of those. So I thought I'd share with you how I maneuver it and get through in the hopes that it inspires, that either you take a tidbit or a nugget that you can apply directly and immediately during this chaotic time. Or maybe when you hear what I do, it inspires something that works for you, right? That's always why I share what I do. We're all different and we all need soothing in a different way. I use that word intentionally because we probably need soothing right now. I know I needed to soothe myself this week. So, anyway, I'd love to invite you to again sit back. If you're driving and listening or running and listening, you probably can't participate in this unless you want to take a pause, pull over to the side of the road, or stop running and do this. And just remember, there's pleasure in the pause. It's okay to pause. Like, we don't have to get somewhere as fast as we always think, right? So just kind of sit back, relax. That feels good, actually. And let your feet flat on the ground, hands open in your lap, palms up. This is a receiving position, right? And just kind of position yourself so your bum sinks into the seat, your back is supported, like you're not holding yourself up anymore. This feels so good to me because when I record, I tend to sit forward because I want to be zoned in on the amazing guests that I have the honor of interviewing. And I'm so intense on being in the moment and trying to elicit the best conversation for all of you that I don't realize I'm tensing my lower back. I don't do this in my normal life. And I'll share one reason I feel pulled this week is my cycle is coming. So I'm sure the back is tweaked a little more today. So I'm just sharing that me actually just like feet flat on the ground, making sure I'm not holding myself up, just kind of slumping in my chair. I mean, already I feel so much soothing, so much relief. It's kind of crazy. Like, I'm just being supported. I don't have to do the supporting. I don't have to make things okay for me. I don't have to make things okay for everyone else. Just sit here and be in the moment. Right now, you have zero responsibility. I want us to take that zero gravity term, which, by the way, I love zero gravity chairs. Imagine this your zero gravity chair. You're just being supported. You're not trying. The chair is your supporter. And then I want you to invite in the higher power you believe in. As you know, I talk to God throughout the day. I'll invite God in. Every morning I invite him in to support me, for me to surrender, and to tell him how grateful I am and to be part of my life. But as the day goes on, we get away from things, right? So at this moment, inviting God in to fully support me. So invite in what you believe in to fully support you. The chair is supporting your physical self. We're inviting God in. We're inviting in the higher power to support us emotionally, mentally, energetically, in all those non-tangible, non-physical ways. Oh, and you should just feel a relief and a release like I just did. And if you're enjoying this, I invite you to hit pause and stay here as long as you want. Because right now you have zero responsibilities. There's no time. There's no space. There's no family needing you. There are no clients with questions. There are no team members waiting for you. It's just you and the void. It's just you and pure unconditional love. Can you feel it? Invite it in. Just imagine wrapping yourself or inviting God to wrap you. You can take time off in pure, unconditional love and pure, unconditional acceptance and in pure, unconditional forgiveness. You are absolutely perfect just as you are. You are God's greatest creation. And right now you're just here floating with complete support, complete love, complete acceptance, and complete forgiveness. And you are ready, once you have rested and restored, to expand into all you can be. All the joy you can be, all of the peace you can be, all of the love you can be. Feel it radiating from your heart. First and foremost, to soothe yourself, to bring yourself comfort. Just soothe yourself. Feels so good. And just keep this time for yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. I promise when you come back from this, or when you choose to move and move past this moment, if you carry it with you, you will spread this joy, this peace, this love, this forgiveness, this unconditional acceptance and love to everyone around you. You don't even have to try. All you do is soothe yourself, ask God to soothe you, and just be. Such a freedom. Again, I'm going to invite you to pause this and stay here as long as you want. You can see I'm getting an emotional release if you're watching the video. I had like a single tear drop down. I needed that. I'm not going to judge myself for that, right? There's something I've been holding on to today that I just released. And I feel so peaceful and calm. I feel loved. I feel supported. I feel that all these things that were pulling me, well, I don't want to say pulling me, all these things I was choosing to shoot in a million directions for, aren't necessarily necessary, right? So what I'm going to do is refocus myself on what's the next most important thing to do. For me, it's to go feed myself because I am on a high protein diet. And if I eat too much protein too close to bed, I don't like it. I'm too full. So that's what came to be. When I finish this, I'm going to forget about the long list of things I have. I'm going to forget about the move I'm making next week from Tennessee to Texas. I'm going to forget about all the emails that I would like to send to people. I'm going to forget about the last bit of copy that I need to write for an amazing tool I can't wait to share with all of you. And by the time you're listening to this, it's been shared. So go look for your Vixen CEO calendar. It's free and complimentary. This is my Christmas gift to you. Hanukkah, Ramadan, whatever it is that you're celebrating. It's my end of year, new year. I don't like to say new you. I like to get in touch with the old me, like who I am for eternity. That's what I like to focus on. So this is my gift to you. Anyway, I have all these things to do. I have my cardio to get in for the day. I have trash to take out. All this laundry list, but I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to focus on the next important thing, And what I downloaded was that it's to feed myself protein. So as soon as I'm done having this conversation with you, that's what I'm going to do. So as you're listening, it's dawning on me that you're either going to love this episode or think I'm absolutely crazy. And guess what? I'm totally fine with either. Here's a new thing I've implemented that I love. It comes from one of my spiritual teachers. Other people's opinion of you is none of your business. So other people's opinion of you is none of your business. I want you this holiday season, no matter what's going on, if it's hectic and crazy because you're so excited to see the people you love, or for some of you, maybe it's traumatic or annoying, or it triggers some things. It doesn't matter. The common theme is to love yourself unconditionally, forgive yourself unconditionally, accept yourself unconditionally. And do you want to hear the hardest one, but the most important? Choose yourself unconditionally. I invite you to practice this season, and I'm already getting giddy with excitement because I can see all of the amazing things it will bring to you. So get ready to step in to all the love you can handle, all of the peace you can handle, all of the fun and joy you can handle, all of the calmness you can handle, being extremely present, being extremely focused, feeling extremely fulfilled, feeling loved and cared for, and therefore being able to love and care for others. Because you being loved and cared for comes first. Give this gift to yourself. And as you're experiencing all this in the holidays, you're going to get a nice surprising gift as well, because soon after comes abundance. And you weren't even trying for it. And that, my dear, is what I wish for all of you in this amazing season. All right. I love you all. Go forward in peace, joy, and love. Do me a favor. Don't be a stranger. Find me on social. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment below. If you want it to be private, go on social, shoot me a DM. I see them all. Okay? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're doing this holiday season. And I'd love to hear your wish for your life at this moment in time and going forward into 2025. All right, everyone. I hope that this exercise was beneficial for you. It was not at all in where I intended to take this episode, but I think it was immensely more beneficial than what I originally had planned. So I invite you to go into things with a sense of adventure and understanding when you get taken down a different way, sometimes it's okay. It's kind of fun and amazing things come. All right. Love you all. Happy holidays. We will be releasing episodes twice a week through the holidays. And as I said, go find me on social. I am certain I will be somewhere and have some boring time during the holidays when I'm not working. And I would love to read your DMs. All right. Have a good one. Bye, y'all. Thanks again for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit subscribe so future episodes are automatically downloaded directly to your device. And if you want access to today's show notes, including links to all the resources we mentioned, visit vixengathering.com/podcast. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of The Vixen Voice.